I don't know if anybody's in here, but I'm live. At least I think so. Once again, I know this was last minute, but decided to pop up.
My grandfather delivered milk here? Like me? I'll meet you at the top, Master. Looks like a job.
I think you might be the first person in. Welcome in. I'll probably hold out for just a minute, see if anybody pops by. It's definitely a pop quiz. No, thank you. Thank you for actually being here. You know, don't worry. I understand it was probably not the best timing for most people, considering it was just the middle of a Saturday. I'm wondering if we can get up to like 10. If we can get up to about 10, I'll probably start diving in a little bit. I think it says we have 14 people in here. Put one in the chat if you can hear me well. I'm always curious about the sound. Please. Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Well, nice. Good to see everybody is back. And obviously, I'm excited to get back on live because we're back. Again! So, obviously, we are here with new tricks, new clips. Many of things are here. Oh my gosh. Look who all made it. Nice. Well, today we're definitely going to be diving into pearly topics. Just ugly things is, you know, semi in the news. Mostly, I guess, because she must have had some opinions about Bret Cooper pulling up on Clavicular and them, like, I guess last night. This was very recent, considering somehow this man has escaped charges. I mean, numerous times. This person ran over a guy a couple of months ago, and nothing came about that. I mean, I understand that the guy that he was attempting to destroy with his vehicle, which turned out to kind of be like a fraudulent type of stunt. Either way, I understand that that guy might have deserved it slightly, but I mean, come on, nothing happened. Nothing. We get no news out of that. It just crickets after that. It's like the Epstein files, just quiet on set. I just find that just to be wild. And then I guess this situation where he was at some type of fashion show, which I guess they decided they wanted to get the closest thing that they can get to a cyborg out there on stage. You know, one of those humans that looks, you know, like he's almost human, because Clavicular doesn't operate like a normal person. I mean, the dude clearly has social issues. Like, he is socially stunted. Arrested development when it comes to social skills. Somebody get him some hooked on phonics when it comes to talking to people, because I'm telling you, he struggles to do it. I don't know if it's all the drugs, if it's the meth, if it's the steroids or all of that, or if it's the bashing his head with a hammer, but something affects him when it comes to communication. Like, some of the lines and the things that he decides he wants to drop and start talking to some of these chicks when he's out is some real cringeworthy stuff. Like, I mean, I understand that the red pill movement itself is already cringeworthy, but the stuff he likes to say to them, like, who openly tells women that you just injected your dong with some roids, with some pick-me-up? I mean, I don't understand who decided, like, yeah, I decided to go ahead and insert it into my veins, right above the ball sack. It hurt a little bit, and don't worry, I had another man lift it just so, you know, it wasn't gay or anything. I mean, it just, I don't know, man. These people are wild. But I was also going to talk about later that, look, Pearly has had a boyfriend for quite some time, and I was not aware of that. I mean, until like recently, which it is funny. I guess it's only a matter of time. And apparently the guy worships Andrew Wilson of all people. So I guess it is fitting that he would be dating Pearl. So we'll be diving into that a little bit later. But I definitely wanted to start it off with Watt's video talking about Bret Cooper said hello and just ugly things and Red Pill loses their mind. I haven't seen this video, so this is going to be a raw reaction. Thanks, Watts, for providing the content. So let's get into it.
Again! You know what?
Oh, also, I have a random confession. Guys, last live stream, I got absolutely lucky. By the graces of God, I was not exposed over here on my live stream. I completely forgot to purchase YouTube Premium. Completely dropped the ball. I know, I effed up. I'm so sorry.
Nigga!
I know, I effed up. And I apologize for that. But I was only lucky because somehow I played like 20 minutes of video. And somehow it never went to ads. So I was never exposed. So thank goodness somebody was on my side. I guess it was the Lord. Help me out. Yeah, I don't know. I started implementing some things on the side for this live stream. But yeah, I almost got exposed. Sorry about that. I definitely have YouTube Premium. I bought it right after the stream because I was like, oh my God, I got so lucky. But I did want to say that because that I did find funny. That, man, could have been so easy.
Valkyrie is there, Senna is there, and Clavicular and Bret Cooper are there as well. A lot of people are in New York right now. So guys, to make a long story short, Clavicular was legitimately like modeling in New York City. Like he was on the catwalk and everything. He had a weird outfit. I don't know how to describe this, but yeah, he was legit modeling.
Okay, first of all.
And Bret Cooper.
Okay, first of all, why was this so wrinkled? Why is this shirt so wrinkled? Like, is that fashion? Or did they just not iron this? I mean, this looks terrible. Like, I get not all the fashion actually doesn't look goofy up there, but like this is supposed to look somewhat traditional, but it's got ridges. Or it looks like it's size 6 sizes too far up and they tried to shrink it last second.
And walking. And Bret Cooper was there also. I believe she did a photo shoot with a magazine and she's just basically taking in the festivities as well. Like I said, it's New York Fashion Week. So Clavicular sees Bret Cooper. Keep in mind, guys, she is married and she has a child. Trust me, it's important for context. Anyway, Clavicular sees Bret Cooper. He says, "Hi, Bret." She says, "Oh, hi." She shakes his hand, smiles, and backs away. And that was it of the interaction. And the Red Pill space is pissed about it. Pissed that she smiled at another man that wasn't her husband. That is what we have to talk about today. Nigga!
Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's on another level of absurdity. But I mean, I guess that's pretty normal for the red pillars. I mean, always jealous of another man popping up. Mogging nowadays. Oh my God, another man came and mogged myself and he took my woman right in front of me. Or this woman stepped out on her marriage because she looked another man in the eye. That means she wants his ding-a-ling. I mean, I just don't understand how you can really have these mindsets.
Valkyrie is there, Senna is there, and Clavicular and Bret Cooper are there as well. A lot of people are in New York right now. So guys, to make a long story short, Clavicular was legitimately like modeling in New York City. Like he was on the catwalk and everything. He had a weird outfit. I don't know how to describe this, but yeah, he was legit modeling and walking.
Okay, shout out to T-Laws. I think it's just T-Laws. I hope I got that right. Either way, excited to attend my very first live. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I'm very excited to have you here. These last second ones will definitely be called pop quizzes. So thank you for making it to your quiz. Hopefully you passed today.
And Bret Cooper was there also. I believe she did a photo shoot with a magazine, and she's just basically taking in the festivities as well. Like I said, it's New York Fashion Week. So Clavicular sees Bret Cooper. Keep in mind, guys, she is married and she has a child. Trust me, it's important for context. Anyway, Clavicular sees Bret Cooper. He says, "Hi, Bret." She says, "Oh, hi." She shakes his hand, smiles, and backs away. And that was it of the interaction. And the red pill space is pissed about it. Pissed that she smiled at another man that wasn't her husband that day. Before we get, once you're in the app, you can guys to earn that was not legitimate.
My boy
So if
Watts
you
is
want
reading
fraction,
ads now.
And then I'm going.
But yeah, Marshy, yeah, you're not allowed to smile anymore. Smiling is cheating. That's stepping out. You might as well just showed your titties at that point.
Going to show you guys the narratives that are being created right now on the internet by the red pill space. Let's get into it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And Brett's gonna, if you want to say hi to Brett.
Brett, what's up? How are you? Amazing.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming.
Good job.
You thought it was good?
The show's very good. Brett.
Okay.
Hi. It's Hello. Liv. Oh my God, Liv! Hi.
look different
Oh my
because of the
God.
makeup.
You look
I know, right?
incredible.
It's because
Okay.
of the
All right,
makeup.
I'm sorry. He's on track to take the photos.
No, I'm Liv. Nice to
I think it's because the last time Brett probably saw her, she had eyebrows. And when she saw her like this, she was probably confused.
meet
Yeah,
you.
he's
Wait.
Yes.
Olivia,
Okay, this
I look different because of the makeup.
Guys, that was the interaction. That was it. Did it seem like she was flirting, guys? Matter of fact, after the initial, "Hi, how you doing?" she ignored him. You could see that he was trying to talk to her or he was trying to say something, but she didn't engage any further. It was a simple handshake and a smile, and she stepped back. Why are we upset at this? This is how you should greet anybody. A handshake and a smile. What's wrong with that? All right, let me show you the narrative that's going on right now. It's so fucking stupid. Guys, this is where I got confused as shit, because I saw the clip first that I just showed you guys, and then I read this tweet. And after I read this tweet, I was literally kerscuffled for the rest of the night. Yes, I know kerscuffled isn't a word. I made it up. Fight me. Anyway.
First of all, Watts, Jesus Christ, homie, you got as much Twitter up as Asmongold. Are you good, my brother? I mean, look, you might start spiraling soon. Watts, are you okay? Blink twice, Watts. Watts, I really hope Watts is okay. This is a lot of Twitter to be consuming. Christ.
Look at this. Conservative podcaster Bret Cooper flew out to New York Fashion Week to meet Clavicular. This is her face when she met him. She is married. Bros, if you think you're safe because you got a ring on your girl's finger, you need to wake the F up. She didn't go to New York Fashion Week to meet Clavicular. She...
Nigga! Again, here we are. I guess, dude, I've met Bret Cooper numerous times. I guess she must have wanted it. I guess I didn't pick up on the signs because she looked at me the exact same way. You know why? Because she just smiles at people. That's just kind of the way she is. Not saying like agree with her politics, but she is an actual like nice person in person. But like, I mean, Christ. I mean, I just didn't see it. I didn't realize that when I saw her face to face. I didn't realize when she smiled that was the innuendo. Like, hey, go get them digits. I know she's married, but irrelevant. She only wants you, homie, and all of other men that's walking around that she smiles at. Dude, there's no way these people. I mean, you know what? I say that, but I stand corrected. These people do believe things like this. They really do.
Valkyrie is there, Senna is there, and Clavicular and Bret Cooper are there as well. A lot of people are in New York right now. So guys, to make a long story short, Clavicular was legitimately like modeling in New York City. Like he was on the catwalk and everything. He had a weird outfit. I don't know how to describe this, but yeah, he was legit modeling and walking. And Bret Cooper was there also. I believe she did a photo shoot with a magazine, and she's just basically...
Shout out to Ken Jazz 59 with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, by the way, for the $10 super chat. Still waiting for your Stephen A. Smith video. You know I'm just messing with you. I know. Eventually, I will get to Stephen A. Smith. So the whole thing about making a Stephen A. Smith video, it would be very difficult because I've been watching Stephen A. Smith for so long. I feel like I'd be missing so many crucial parts of his origin that I would need to tap back into. The video would take years for me to make. There's so much Stephen A. raccoonery that's out there. It's hard to stand behind and stand away. Like, it's hard to find all of it. Like, the archives are infinite, and all the hypocrisies. It's every time he jumps on his TV show or his internet podcast, whatever. Either way, the Stephen A. Smith show, every time he's on there, it's just the exact same thing, but the exact opposite of the thing of what he said the day before. He just flip-flops every other day. It's so hard to follow Stephen A. Smith. Like, I really wish he would have just stuck to sports. And that's not to say shut up and dribble, but brother, shut up and dribble.
Taking in the festivities as well. Like I said, it's New York Fashion Week. So Clavicular sees Bret Cooper. Keep in mind, guys, she is married and she has a child. Trust me, it's important for context. Anyway, Clavicular...
Oh, I forgot. Child be damned. You know what I'm saying? When she's smiling at all these dudes, she's like, you could be his father too. He can be replaced. Just saying. Male loneliness epidemic, my ass. How about male replacement epidemic? We just start replacing all the husbands with every man that gets smiled at, and a pair of chiclets get shown to. I mean, it's just wild, man.
Sees Bret Cooper. He says, "Hi, Bret." She says, "Oh, hi." She shakes his hand, smiles, and backs away. And that was it of the interaction. And the red pill space is pissed about it. Pissed that she smiled at another man that wasn't her husband. That is what we have to talk about today. Before we get started, if you're looking for a way to
how did I go
earn
further
some
back in the
extra
video? What the hell happened?
No, I'm led. Nice to meet you.
and she stepped back. Why are we upset at this? This is how you should greet anybody. A handshake and a smile. What's wrong with that? All right, let me show you the narrative that's going on right now. It's so fucking stupid. Guys, this is where I got confused as shit, because I saw the clip first that I just showed you guys, and then I read this tweet week to meet Clavicular. This is her face when she met him. She is married.
How did this
Bros,
go so far
if you think
backwards?
it was not there specifically for Clavicular. I don't even know where they got this information from. I don't even know why they are making this up. Like other content creators, Bret was there for New York Fashion Week, not Clavicular. If that was the case, it would have taken way less time for them to like shake hands and acknowledge each other. A third party, the guy with those glasses, literally had to introduce both of them to each other. But you think she was there specifically for Clavicular? What the fuck are you talking about? Guys, it's just crazy because this is the part they're angry at. They're angry because she smiled. She smiled and shook his hand. Oh, lordy, lordy, what a sin. Oh my God, you going to hell. For smiling and shaking somebody's hand? How the f are you supposed to greet somebody? What is the proper way you would want your wife to greet somebody? There is no way you guys are...
I know exactly how.
Valkyrie is there, Senna is there, and Clavicular and Bret Cooper are there as well. A lot of people are in New York right now. So guys, to make a long story short, Clavicular was legitimately like modeling in New York City. Like he was on the catwalk and everything. He had a weird outfit. I don't know how to describe this, but yeah, he was legit modeling and walking. And Bret Cooper was there also. I believe she did a photo shoot with a magazine, and she's just basically taking in the festivities as well. Like I said, it's New York Fashion Week. So Clavicular sees Bret Cooper. Keep in mind, guys, she is married and she has a child. Trust me, it's important for context. Anyway, Clavicular sees Bret Cooper. He says, "Hi, Bret." She says, "Oh, hi." She shakes his hand, taking
I
way
just realized
less
this thing keeps going backwards. Like, God dang it, man. Like, I guess I gotta reconfigure these gosh dang keys, man. This is some bullshit.
Try her best to tear that person down. I'm sorry, at this point, Pearl, you are not beating these allegations. You look like a miserable jealous at this point. She tweeted, "Married with a kid. Bret Cooper flies to New York with a face of makeup just to see Clavicular. Women are incredible." That's not, again, That's not true. And the reason why she had a face full of makeup is because she's at New York Fashion Week. Look at this reply. She immediately stepped away and didn't maintain long eye contact. Zero signs of attraction. I don't see anything wrong in this video.
Pearl is one to talk about people with makeup. My God, it looks like she wears pounds of it. She looks like she wears so much of it that it can fall off and look like icing. I mean, my goodness, dude. Like, I don't want to hear about Pearl when it comes to makeup. We're going to definitely talk about that because Brittany Venti always has a lot of roast for Pearl. Like, as bad as Brittany Venti be roasting Pearl, at this point in time, she be damn near should be on criminal charges because, I mean, it is that bad. But we'll get to that eventually. But Pearl is one to talk.
And she replied, "White knights never cease to amaze me." How is he a white knight? For pointing out the obvious? What the fuck? Guys, look at this tweet. Wow, guys, look. It's something Pearl will never be. Married with a kid.
God damn.
Yeah, no, she won't because she's such a miserable, hating ass person.
Yo.
She's literally grasping for straws here. The entire red pill space is grasping for straws. I didn't know everybody hated Bret Cooper this much to the point where they felt like they had to create narratives. She said, Bret Cooper has officially lost the right to lecture men about corn or juggling multiple women or literally anything ever. How? 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 Oh, my bad, guys. I was a tweet ahead. So, Evie Magazine is the magazine that did a photo shoot with Bret Cooper. And look what Pearl said. She has larded conservative all these years, and now she does a sexual photo shoot once she gets the ring. Guys, please look at these photos. How is this sexual? What is sexual about this? This is exactly why I said Pearl.
Just put a box on her. Go ahead and put her in the Osmo costume. That's the only way that women can walk around nowadays. I mean, just show us nothing. Like, men, we can't get to see anything anymore, or it's just overly sexual. Like, my goodness, God forbid I get to see a little bit of cleavage. My God, she done committed sin. Please, hang her up to the tree. Set her to fire. I mean, it's just crazy, man. Like, I mean, sexual? The only reason Pearl would deem this as sexual is because she looks at Bret here and says, oh my God, Bret is 30,000 times hotter than I will ever be in my entire life. People, she keeps talking about Bret with this makeup and stuff like that. I've seen her without makeup. She looks basically the same. She looks a little bit lighter. Yeah, because she's white. I mean, she's pretty white. Like, but just saying, like, she looks about the same without makeup. Bret Cooper isn't running around here putting on a new face every day like Pearl tries to every afternoon. Hell, Pearl has to put on a new face every couple of hours, it looks like.
Is a hating ass bitch. Look at this. What is sexual about this? If you ask me.
Oh, so photos can be deceiving. She's not like real thin in real life. Like, not like, it's not like Zendaya or anything like that. No.
It's pretty modest. Like, yes, her dress is tight, but she's not revealing anything at all. That's why under the previous tweet, Evie Magazine said wearing a black dress is corn. That's what I'm saying. It's literally just a black dress. You wore a black dress before. Oh my God, look at the reply. These are the type of women to drive men to suicide with this type of emotional manipulation. What are you talking about? What is going on? Pearl, please seek therapy. You're miserable. Oh, she's.
Pearl's entire last debate was emotional manipulation. Trying to trick men into believing that women actually think the way she does. There are no women that think the way Pearl does unless they're a humongous pick-me, and no men will ever pick those pick-me's. She's always talking about people's fashion, and all she does is get clowned for wearing trash bags. Looking like a Halloween costume everywhere she goes.
Literally trying to make something out of nothing. Also, like I said, she has a picture online with her in a black dress.
Still don't know how to take any dang photos. Still looks like the lopsided ice cream cone. Too heavy up top, too small up the bottom. Reframe this photo, Pearl. Like, this is one of the few photos that Pearl's face doesn't look like it's been hit with rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might have been a filter for all I know. I mean, hell. But like all this up in here, I mean, I'm hating, but damn, like, Pearl, you talk enough crap. Like, what are we doing here? We could tell you're sucking in all this. Damn, breathe.
Oh Lord, that poor child. Wow. And unlike Bret, she is trying her best to show off assets that she does not have. Look at this. Look how desperate this is. God damn. And the fact that she thinks this is sexual or this is corn, that says a lot about Pearl. I even tweeted that. I said, you thinking this is sexual says a lot. And it's just also super hypocritical when you have a picture, albeit a bad one, you have a picture in a black dress also.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got this incorrect here. Maybe I got this backwards. But I'm assuming when a woman is jealous of another woman for being better looking than them, they will take anything that they do and say it's sexual, or saying that they're doing too much, or saying that they're trying to show off, because it comes out of a place of just hate. I'm guessing I might be in the right ballpark.
Why is that okay for you? So Bret isn't allowed to wear a black dress that isn't revealing anything, might I add, because she's married with a kid? What are you talking about? Oh my, these people, man. Like, at this point, it's quite apparent they're just doing this for engagement. I refuse to believe these people are actually this fucking stupid. Look, somebody tweeted, she literally shook his hand and greeted him like any other person. Do you expect her to be actively mean/rude? This take is grasping at non-existent straws. That's exactly what I said. And instead of replying to directly what was just said, she replied to the tweet and said, you don't understand women. There are signs women can't hide, they give off. So please, tell me, Pearl, please.
Yeah, she's right. Yeah, those signs is her Pearl being hella jealous, hating ass. I mean, that's all this is. I guess as soon as Bret decided that she looked at clavicular or testicular or whatever you want to call them, she creamed. Hell, somebody go get a Kleenex for Bret. She just couldn't control herself. Oh!
Enlighten all of us. What are the signs? What signs did Bret Cooper show clavicular? A handshake and a smile? Now, if she walked up and gave him a hug, then I would understand. I would be a little more understanding. Pearl, you don't understand women or men. And this tweet also said the same thing that I said. Immediately taking 3 steps back after shaking hands, immediately breaking eye contact, and people are still going to twist this into something it's not. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand, because you could tell Clavicular wanted to talk to her, but Bret was talking to the other girl. It was literally like a 5-second interaction. People can make a 5-second interaction into something totally different, and it blows my mind, because a lot of people are agreeing with Pearl. A lot of people are agreeing with people like Myron. Although, keep in mind, this is just on Nazi Twitter. Like, people actually live in reality on other platforms. There's just a bunch of sad, miserable people on this app, man. Like, it is disgusting. Speaking of Myron, hypergamy never fails. What the f was her husband thinking? Never date women in media, guys. Again, what did she do? She didn't do anything. And keep in mind how they're just making these blanket like tweets, these blanket statements, without actually explaining what she did to disrespect her husband and her marriage and her family.
She smiled, Watts. She betrayed her entire family and everything that she stood for. She betrayed her Christian heritage and her Christian faith, her religion. She defied her God. She committed eternal sin by smiling at clavicular. I don't know. I don't think she's going to be able to bounce back. I think that her platform is going to completely tank because of this. I mean, I don't think so. I mean, if you smile at a guy whose name is Testicular, obviously you wanted his balls. Oh, shout out to Watts. I appreciate you too, brother. $5 super chat. Yes. Thanks for providing content. I completely changed the structure of this live stream last second because of it. I was like, oh, this will be interesting to talk about because I've met Bret Cooper. And the thing is, like, her views aside, because like I can't really rock with those, but other than that, like her whole thing as a person, like I just feel like this stuff be getting twisted. Like people be trying to like come at her looks and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, I've seen her. All these people who are hating, like they're hating. First of all, I thought she would be like short in person, but she's not like short either. Not like tall, but I thought she'd be like Cardi B or something.
Also, Myron is a complete piece of shit. He cannot stop talking about people's wives. Take a look at this. This guy, Ethan Kelly, said, Myron, You are disgusting and gross. Enjoy being perpetually single. Yup. You will grow old with no legacy, no family, and no children. Absolutely. You can advocate for these values all you want, but unless you actually practice it, you're nothing but a false actor and you should be ignored. Agreed. Stop attacking the people who practice what they preach. Grabbing a half-second still of Brit being nice and courteous while smiling during a handshake with Clavicular is dishonest and disrespectful. Fuck off, dude. He then continues to post a picture of this guy's wife, and he says, I'm disgusting and gross. What is this creature? I'd rather be unmarried than be with that. Nigga! To all of you people that defend Myron, how are you gonna defend this? I always thought when you had an altercation, you had a fight or whatever, you never bring women and children into the situation. He is constantly talking about people's families and people's wives. He is a disgusting piece of shit, bro. His wife had nothing to do with this situation, but you're going to post a picture of her on Twitter and say, ooh, she's ugly. Well, you know what, Myron? At least he's not gay. At least he's not gay. At least he doesn't have pictures in the bed with other men with their shirts off. The nerve. Didn't you learn not to do this when you talked about Preach's wife? I thought you learned your lesson. Apparently not. This tweet actually really made me laugh. Somebody posted, internet, women are so cold and unfriendly. Woman is friendly and nice. Internet, wow, what a cheater. She clearly wants to leave her husband. Do y'all hear yourselves? No, they don't. They don't. And no one can give a genuine answer of how Bret should have acted in this situation. I have been waiting on a genuine answer. No one has been able to give one whatsoever. Look at the
because there isn't a real answer to give. There is no answer other than there's something wrong with you. You're clinically effed up. Like, you need to go see somebody. Talk to people. A better help isn't going to be enough. Like, you need a real doctor. Like, hell, they might need to go ahead and do some Clockwork Orange shit on you. Like, I mean, they need to really, like, strap you in. Peel them eyeballs back. I mean, like, they need to figure some stuff out with you guys. Like, when they say that certain people's brains should be studied, I don't think we need to be wasting any more resources studying the brains of NFL players whose brains then rotted to the point that they're the size of walnuts. I think we need to study the brains of these people. Those are the brains that we need to be getting a hold of after they're done, because I think we could learn something there. How do you slip down these rabbit holes? How do you become this stupid? How do you end up like this? Because I'm telling you, there's something that leads you down this, and I don't want that disease. Like, apparently Leon Kennedy has been suffering from the same sickness from Raccoon City since Resident Evil 2. We had no idea. But to be this idiotic, it has got to be something that's even deeper rooted, something that you're not aware of. I mean, it's a disease that is just, it's super parasitic, but it takes so long for it to, like, manifest, for you to find out that you're completely retarded. I don't know, man.
Reply to that tweet. A wife should be a little cold, not smiling ear to ear at a man while having a husband. So now smiling is cheating. Guys, these people are miserable. Wait a minute. Guys, I think I cracked the code.
Man, all the chicks I work with every day, I see them from this point forward. I'm gonna put your head down. Don't you look at me. You're cheating if you got a boyfriend. If not, then don't look up either, because there's something wrong with you then.
Men that think like this, they're secretly gay. They're secretly gay. Hold on, let me cook. Let me explain. Think about it, guys. Because this would not be a conversation if it wasn't Clavicular shaking Bret's hand and it was somebody.
Is that what's about to happen to Watts, Manny? Is that what you're saying? Are you saying something about my boy Watts over here? He's got a lot of Twitter usage. I mean, it is a lot of exposure. It's sort of like being down in the sunken place too long. Like, you start coughing, lack of air, breath, a lot of things start happening to you. You start going through it. I was just down there recently.
Somebody else. For the sake of argument, let's just say she shook the hand of a random fan and he approached Bret and was like, hey, Bret, I'm a huge fan. It's nice to meet you. And she shook his hand and she smiled. If that was the case, we would not be having this conversation right now. The reason that we are having this conversation right now is because all of you think Clavicular is cute. All of you think Clavicular is really attractive, and that's why you're insecure, because you think he cute. I'm telling you, a lot of these guys are gay. But yeah, it makes sense. It totally makes sense. That's why they're so goddamn insecure. Guys, I cracked the code. I cracked the code. Shout out to me. Woo. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Wow, guys, do not forget to share.
Yeah, share, like, and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, visit Watts' channel if you don't watch Watts TV. Yeah, great video, Watts. Way to break that down for us very quickly. Way to get to the point. I really struggle to get to the point sometimes. I tend to ramble. I tend to just keep on talking. I really wish I could break myself out of that cycle sometimes. But, you know, it is what it is. But that was a really good video. But, damn, I mean, the fact that you can no longer look at other men now, I mean, the standards for women, they keep getting more difficult. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's always been easier to be a dude, but it's never been easier than nowadays, because if you live by the ways of the supremacists, you pretty much just sit back and wait for life to happen. Like, women just show up, jobs, opportunities are supposed to just come your way. You're just supposed to show up one day at 15 years old with a brand new car, clean, great sound system, never having starting issues, nothing like that, no problems. You know, hell, you win all the homecoming awards, you're king, queen, doesn't matter, whatever you run for. Get all the awards at school, valedictorian, scholarships. Life is supposed to just fall and just work out for you, I guess. That's what I feel like these people have to believe for them to be so psychotic when it comes to their views of women. I mean, damn. I mean, Bret barely even smiled at the man. She pulled her hand back so fast that it almost felt like she had kinetic powers. Like she was like Lorraine Warren, and she saw into the future and saw that he had demonic energy and was like, oh, no, can't handle that. Then she backed off and didn't say anything else. And then people want to sit here and be like, oh my God, she wanted the D. I don't know. These people are the same ones who get a compliment about their t-shirt and immediately think that the woman wants sex. Like, I don't know. Next video I'm going to go over is definitely a video with Brittany Venti roasting Pearl, doing what she do, because my God, just looking at Pearl's face, I mean, we should just go ahead and get it. Yeah. How about an... Oh, shit. I don't know what just happened there.
Pure and beautiful.
I was born.
But, hold on. Let me read some of this chat before I get started. Yeah, unfortunately, I did have to go with Clockwork Orange. You might want to take a break. I know, Blue Eagle. I really don't need to go back down there, man. Like that shit was... It was almost fatal the last time. Hell, I almost didn't find a rope to get back out of the sunken place. It was dark. And, like, you know, light doesn't really reach very far down there. And I have a really good flashlight. A couple of them. It was more than just, you know, the droid. And it's got a good light, but I also have, like, one of those police lights, too. It didn't get me very far. You start hearing things, and it gets real creepy. I'm telling you, it's just silence. It's like being in an empty void. And you only hear like that slight ringing sound, but you don't know if that's just you going crazy or if there's an actual ring. And then you're looking for Pearl, and you're hearing voices and shit. It's a wild adventure, man. I'm telling you, it gets real cold down there too. I told you, it was freezing. I don't know if that was because it was already cold up top or not, but whew, I don't want to do that anytime soon. I mean, look, I gotta stop trying to save these people. These people are pathetic. Saving people like Pearl, busted things over here. You can't save these people. Just like anybody who's still out here caping up for the alt-right. Like, how? Anybody who's still out here supporting this administration, I promise they're going to do the right thing. No, they're not. Anybody who's still like remotely being like, I think that we just need to hear him out. Please, off the ledge, homie. Go ahead. Tie that anvil to your feet and sink into the ocean. But let's go ahead and get started with ugly things.
Kind of shocked. I always knew from a young age I was kind of mid, not necessarily beautiful. I've always been a certified mid. You know, I would look at women more attractive than me that would get more opportunities.
I've always been a certified mid.
Nothing screams self-worth like having to explain to your audience how mid you are, but apparently she also thinks that she looks better than Sydney Sweeney because her simp said so. This is Pick Me Pearl. She's called that because so many guys want to pick her.
See, picture... Christ. Just... My God.
Nigga!
Picture manipulation. I mean, that's all that is. You got to watch out with photos. Anything can happen with them. Like, we've seen it. Like, my word, this is just a disaster. And let's go forward. Christ.
This is
almighty.
Pick Me Pearl. She's called that because
like, I get not being like photogenic is a thing, but like Pearl, like, why is it that Pearl she looks better in the photo where she has no
like
makeup
having
on.
to explain to your audience how mid you are, but apparently she also thinks that she looks better than Sydney Sweeney.
Like, it's a no. It's like, if you look at this picture from like 10 feet away, you would be like, is that the same person? And then you get close and you realize, oh no, one is Sydney Sweeney and the other one is somebody who, I don't know what that is. But no, it doesn't work the same way.
Because her simp said so. This is Pick Me Pearl. She's called that because so many guys want to pick her over Sydney Sweeney, of course, which is why she dated a homeless guy. Let's pick up where we left off. Pearl took it upon herself to run her catfish awards on Shitter. She took an 8-year-old edited photo of me after she saw I said that I was retiring from YouTube and used it to say that I'm a catfish. Brave.
She had to actually attempt to make her look ugly. Like, that's how bad it is. Pearl had to do this to the photo. She had to make Britney look hideous. Like, without the makeup, it's like, oh, she don't look that far off from what she does with makeup. But this makes her look like
And used it to say that
Pearl.
I'm a catfish. Brave choice, Pearl, especially when you have me blocked from replying. I'm sorry that we can't all be natural beauties like you. She chalks it up to makeup here, and yeah, Pearl, it does take work to develop the skill to learn how to do your makeup properly. You know, so that you don't look like you're using your grandmother's 20-year-old drugstore eyeliner. Here's a tip for Pearl. Lightweight concealer is really good for not settling into premature wrinkles around the eye. Pearl does a really good job at not looking her age. I can't believe she's 28 years old.
What up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pearl Daily. Today we have a special guest.
Listening to this clip when she opens her mouth is like a flashbang.
What up, guys?
Not everyone knows Pearl's lore, so I'm gonna go ahead and give a quick rundown. Hannah Pearl Davis is a rich kid that runs her YouTube channel on her daddy's dime, which is how she
Look, blackface Britney might be a little diabolical. Like she might be effed up in the head a little bit, but this chick is kind of funny though. Like, she be posting some, I mean, this shit is so savage. Like, there's a point where there's no need for me to try to attempt to roast Pearl. There's some people who are just so much better at that material. You should just wait for them to release more.
able to keep it running after being demonetized. She was demonetized right after she interviewed minors about the morality of stealing a famous rapper's spunk.
Think about it, right? Do you really think he didn't think to wrap it up with the, I'm gonna say, corn star? He's a player, right? He knows she's a corn star. He probably did. She probably stole it.
Which their family weren't too happy about, but she kept the video up. Pearl is also known for talking about how 16-year-olds are.
She said that this didn't exist. Pearl said that this tweet didn't happen. I remember. She was like, oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, you did.
Hotter than 25-year-olds, showcasing her feminine maternal instinct to protect children.
And this idea that women are somehow nurturing and...
First of all, Pearl looks beat up, tired, and aged out, and somehow looks better than she normally does on a daily basis. Like, what's going on here, Pearl? Like, hi, damn. Like, what day is it? I mean, how much have you cried? Who hurt your feelings? Did you watch Britney Venti videos? I mean, my God, because that's what it looks like right here. Shout out to T Laws for the $2 super chat. She is cooking Pearl soup. Yes, and there's plenty more stew coming.
Motherly is just...
Yes, Will King, she does. She looks dead. Like, she looks like a corpse. She looks like she just turned. Like, immediately, like she just... eyes came back. That's what it looks like.
The biggest lie that we have ever told in our society.
As feminine as she is nurturing, she's known for preaching to her audience how men want women that are feminine, docile, pure, and beautiful. She leads by example, making so much effort in her minimal skincare routine, as well as her hairstyling and her girly gorilla posture. She's doing a fantastic job showing off those succulent pitties lately. So if
I beg your pardon?
pure and beautiful podcast host
Oh my god, I skipped ahead. My bad.
gorilla posture. She's doing a fantastic job showing off those succulent pitties lately. So if I were her, I would wear longer sleeves and invest in a micro bra. But I guess Pearl is still experimenting with her fashion at almost 29 years old to find the right piece of clothing that will flatter her Sasquatch stance. Pearl loves to pass time making comments on women and their appearances because they're
Hold on, I need to read this. I have never seen women fight for anything harder than the ability to be naked. Is this close to being naked? I mean, what are you supposed to wear? I mean, Pearl has less clothes on here, and please put on more. I mean, Tree Logic pointed it out, of course, but like, I mean, my God, the shout out to Tree. Jesus Christ. Shout out to SD Johnson for the $5 super chat. Pearl need to be talking to Megan R. Kelly. They're probably in cahoots. They might, you know, exchange DMs from time to time, just so they can just like heart each other's photos from time to time, so they can feel like somebody likes them still. I mean, what is this, Pearl? I do not care what you do, but you will not gaslight me into thinking that pose and outfit is appropriate. What is inappropriate about it? It's the typical sorority pose. I've seen like 70 chicks at once gather into that same pose. I guess they were doing that and smiling all at once. I guess you might as well go ahead and sign them up for OnlyFans at that point in time, because they were all waiting for their moment and our opportunity to score big by spreading their cheeks.
They're all being hoes, especially if they're wearing a mini skirt. You don't understand. It's different.
Okay, that photo was different than the one we saw earlier. We're never going to make it anywhere in this photo and video, Jesus Christ. But still, what's going on here? Pearl has like completely flattened somehow in this photo. I just, this is nuts. What's up, Garuda? But this is absurd. She flattened. I mean, the fact that she's out here making fun of other chicks for thinking that they're unattractive, hating on people like Bret Cooper because there's dudes lining up all the way through the gas stations, all the way out of Titan's new stadium to try to smash Bret Cooper, and ain't nobody lining up for just pearly things, and she was out there caping up for dudes left and right out there in that debate with people out there, go Pearl, and ain't none of them want any of that shit. Not one of them would want this, and somehow somebody has signed up for this, but it's somebody you would figure. We'll get to that.
If they're wearing a mini skirt. You don't understand. It's different when Pearl does
Vanish.
it, because then it's under the guise of, I lost weight. And it's the same case for makeup too. She's basically calling women prostitutes for wearing makeup, but it's fine when she does science experiments with hers. Some things just never change. But one of those things that actually has is that Pearl is no longer single. She now has a new man's beliefs to parrot. Her boyfriend,
What a time to pause it. Boy, I'm on my timing today when it comes to this pausing. But look, Quentin, you think that photo was edited? You think they took her tits out of it? You think they just canvaed them things out? Just flat things? Oh, just pancake things? Oh, that is wild.
Clear Caudillo. Look at them go. She's got the grace of a cardboard box. Her boyfriend is another one of these red pill manosphere guys that's here to teach his audience how to get laid.
We're not here to win, we're not here to prove that we're better than anyone or that anyone's.
And don't nobody start making jokes and make it seem like this guy is related to me or looks like me. This guy looks like a version of me that has Down syndrome. Don't you ever compare. Don't think about comparing this man to me. He is nowhere near the dean. Okay? Pause. I don't know. That sounded kind of funny. Would you say T-Laws?
Internet daddy is better than someone else's. We're here to win. We're here to get laid.
He's not a loser. He has strategy. Like using an app that fakes live stream viewership to get women to twerk for him at parties. His channel is about teaching men how to extract sex from women with the lowest investment possible, which is how he got Pearl. Unfortunately for him, his alpha red pill selfies just weren't enough for him to be Pearl's first choice.
Bruh,
Because
Like, what is it with these photos? I mean, why?
Enough for him to be
Why? Just why? Why? Oh, that's too funny. Where is that photo? Where we at? Oh.
Fortunately for him, his alpha red pill. As Pearl says that the female fantasy is to get someone out of their league. And that's why Pearl is always thirsting after other guys, whether it's the whatever podcast host that she's worked with.
Wow, he was really cute back in the day. He just got fat.
Or her bowing down to this black guy that isn't her boyfriend, calling him king.
I'm not here to lower your confidence. I'm just really letting you
be honest, King.
These are good.
King.
These are good.
King.
These are good.
And Pearl just cannot contain herself around her colleague, Andrew Wilson.
Baby,
we have
I
young
feel
Andrew?
like a 10.
So ladies,
It's so funny. Like you think when that picture, that Andrew, like that you would ever be good enough for that guy to ever look to.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
She's thirsting after a guy who would be unable to open a pickle jar for her. And this is the same guy who rated his wife, Rachel Wilson, a 6 out of 10.
Most women are going to exist between the 5 to 6 average.
Hot damn. If Rachel Wilson is a 6 out of 10, then I guess freaking Bret Cooper must be a 35 out of 10. I mean, I thought she looked good, but I didn't know she was like out of this stratosphere. His wife? You talking about female Mark Zuckerberg? The womanly Mark Zuckerberg? Nah, there's no way. Hell, she barely looks a shade better than Pearl. I don't even know if she looks better than Pearl, which is saying a lot. Actually, she might be more busted than Pearl. Oh, Christ, these people in this photo. Like, what is this?
Slightly above average. Where does my wife fall? Well, she falls right in that average to slightly above average.
Absolutely.
In C class, this is what we call delusion. Peak levels of delusion. Lost in the sauce. This is what happens when you tell yourself lies each and every day. Like Andrew has to convince himself to sleep with his wife. Like he has to go to the mirror and say Hail Marys.
Brutal. I bet one of her 3 baby daddies would have given her a higher rating.
So Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
You lick sniz. You're
your mouth. Your wife with the 3 baby.
What did
daddies?
I just say?
Your wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
doll. I'm
daddies?
sorry. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
I guess we know why.
Okay, Wu King, Pearl is damn near on the par of Laura Loomer. I guess in the terms of Gen Z, Laura Loomer mogs Pearl. Sad, I know. And what would I do if Pearl called me king? Nothing.
He made her take a paternity test.
Oh, actually, I know exactly what I'd do if she called me king.
He made her take a paternity test.
I have what I would consider 100% faith and trust in my wife.
Also,
I told her these words exactly. You're going to get the fucking test, and if not, I'm out the door. Period.
Well, how is that 100% trust and faith? I mean, it's your prerogative to do that, but...
Okay, well, it's not for her. It's for me.
But anyway, Pearl's new boyfriend has some very exciting and high energy content for us to watch.
All right. So the next one, someone mentioned it, or I think someone mentioned it, is the sports bar, and that is B tier.
Yeah, he may look confused and sad and low energy, but just know that this guy with his little Pikachu hat and little earring is going to teach you about the 16 commandments of getting poon.
She's like gushing.
I mean, if this is the guy that you're coming to for these answers, you have hit rock bottom. And you're stuck down there. There's no bus up out of there like there was with SpongeBob. You're not gonna make it out. If this is where you are in life, where you're following the guy who looks like me from an alternate universe with Down syndrome, and you're looking for him to find a way to clap cheeks on a more consistent basis, your life is over. You're done. Cooked.
Like writing poetry to him, right? He's like, okay, that's the reason she likes him in the first place, probably, is because he's dismissive, he's distracted, whatever. Cool, thanks for the poetry. Awesome.
That is exactly how it should look. She should be chasing.
Mm-hmm.
So give this dusty princess his flowers and heels, and make sure that you listen to
We got another black guru over here. Another one.
his advice if you want to score someone that's top of the line like Pearl. Speaking of red pill advice, you guys remember Grandma Tomasi, right? He's featured in a couple of videos on my channel where he was desperate to get my nudes and got trolled multiple times. There are a couple of things you need to know about Grandma Tomasi. Number one, he is the self-proclaimed grandma of the red pill. And number two, Pearl looked up to him and has parroted a lot of his points. Oh, and another thing you need to know is that he is a big fan of Pearl.
And I was trying to get him to like mentor me. Like, and I was saying I would pay him for his time. I really looked up to him. Like, honestly, I thought like he was so smart, and like I just really loved his stream. He went on this like podcast and then was like, I don't remember what he said.
Maybe then you'll go die in a fiery car wreck somewhere.
Yeah, that seemed like it was a bit extreme.
Somewhere. Go away. You want the red pill to die? You're already killing it quite well. Thank you very much.
It really hurt my feelings, though, to be honest.
Pearl's boyfriend is out here retweeting this guy and even complimenting him in the title of his content. But I'm sure that's just Pearl's boyfriend showing how alpha he is to not care what his girlfriend thinks. In fact, Pearl's boyfriend showcases his love for her in his content all of the time. Are all women secretly feminists? With Pearl's face right next to a bunch of other women subtitled, "They are fooling you." The best part is that he puts her next to all of her favorite people, including one woman who said Pearl probably has AIDS from black guys, and another girl, Sarah Stock,
Christ.
that humiliated her on her own show, which resulted in her getting kicked off.
Sarah, what's going on? So what's up with the gaslighting, Sarah?
You don't have
What's
a
up
man?
with the calling me a whore? You know, I didn't insult you. What was that about?
You did insult her. What?
When did
That's
I
the
call-
gaslight.
Yeah, wait.
That's the gaslight.
She went-
You started this.
Oh, where's the man? You just showed the the ring. You want clout. You want clicks. You want shut the up.
Yeah, you're saying I'm getting run through by black guys. It's
To be
kind of
fair, your last 8 boyfriends were black guys, so
Yes.
it's not like you've hid this fact.
Is it true or is it not?
That's
though? Like,
that's not true. If you want to insinuate that,
I mean,
it's
that's your
fine.
current boyfriend and your previous boyfriend. You're not married to either of them. So how is that?
Oh my Christ. I mean, you talking about getting roasted out here on this platform. They are not like, why would you call into a show and get this, like, have this happen to you? Like, Pearl getting cooked is common. Like, I mean, why is she always signing up to get her ass handed to her? I just don't understand this.
Pearl's boyfriend really has a talent for video production, and you can see it shine through here with how he mixes the audio. You can't hear what Pearl is saying here, but maybe that's for the best.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know T-Laws, but yeah, Brittany just calls Rolo Tomasi Grandma Tomasi just to make fun of him and troll him because he looks like an old grandma. And he also was basically trying to solicit her for nudes.
Her boyfriend has some interesting points to make about her, like how he insinuates that she's a ran-through grifter.
All women are feminists, especially the ones that say they are not. They never say they're anti-feminists when they're in their party years, 18 to 28. It's always when they want to settle down.
In fact, he doubles down and insinuates it again.
Just like you must assume that all women are promiscuous, you must understand that all women are feminists.
Throwing your girlfriend under the bus, calling her a feminist whore for clout, is just so red pill alpha of him. Honestly, judging by this video, you would think that he hates her because it's just so strange how it seems like he's just constantly dunking on her.
Just go under any social media post where women is selling purity. It does not matter if she's a single mom or slutty cleavage showing brainless TikToker pretending to do housewife duties for clout. And look how the men gawk and say that she is a real woman and that we need to protect her at all costs. Pathetic. When they say or infer that they are right-wing and racist, they are trying to signal to naive men that they have made good choices with their vagina and that they have standards. Women fucking black men, Latino men, etc. would make her seem less viable to the hot Aryan Chad she wants, so her being racist is her selling a form of purity. Very sneaky, I know.
He's calling out his own girlfriend for selling the lie of purity. Pearl's boyfriend fails to explain to his audience of 150 viewers is that this also applies to men. He promotes being this alpha guy who knows game, and then he settles for the type of girl that he spends his entire video criticizing.
Dude, you cannot promote yourself as alpha and be dating Pearl. There's nothing less alpha than dating Pearl. Pearl. Alpha. You clapping those flabby cheeks? No, sir. There's no way you can be walking around here pretending to be a real man, acting like you're walking around proud of the person you are, smashing Pearl on a daily basis. Like, going back to Pearl isn't something that people want to go back home to. That's usually when they start looking for other options. That's when you start finding these people like having extra dating apps or betting all their money away on gambling sites. These people usually crashing out on the side. When you're dating people like Pearl, you're not right mentally. You're not well.
Is in his own way selling purity, but apparently it's only grifting when it's his competition doing it. He's in competition with women to siphon money from simps. Pearl's boyfriend once again shows up for Pearl by sliding into my replies, complimenting me about how I'm so attractive that I can get a husband today if I wanted to. It makes me wonder, why aren't him and Pearl married? Doesn't he believe that she's pretty enough to be married today too? Meanwhile, as Pearl's boyfriend is in my
Facts. Like, why do people come out here and make stupid statements like that when they're in a situation where they could be called out so easily? Like, why do people do this and they don't even think of, like, at least he just didn't delete it immediately, but he probably should have considered it because it was stupid. Why aren't you married to Pearl?
Lies, showering me in compliments for all of his followers to see. Pearl has
also shout out to the, well, there was 90 people in here. Shout out to the 80 people that's in the chat.
Me blocked. She's trying so hard to obscure me from her followers so that they dare not see the polite and nice things I have to say about her. And right after his reply to me, he opens up a Twitter space talking about how he loves women who say the N-word, something that I'm known for, nigga.
There is no ass nice enough on earth where if I found out the girl uses the N-word, that'd be enough for me to be attracted to her.
He's just how he finds someone like me more attractive than Pearl. But don't worry, Pearl. I'm sure he.
This makes all the sense in the world. Yeah, Blue Eagle. Actually, that deserves one more. Nigga! Yeah, that's beyond foul. That's just beyond foul. I mean, hot damn. I don't even know how you get to that point. Like, how do you get to that point? Like, I swear, it just turns me on. Like, whenever she says it, when she offends me, I love it when she whips me. Like, I love it. Like we do a lot of role play at the house. I mean, you can only imagine the scenarios that he's trying to get Pearl to tap in. Like, I know they got straw hats in that house or wherever they're staying at. Whips, chains, bags, cotton. God bless. Can you imagine how much cotton's up in there?
I found out the girl uses the N-word, that'd be enough for me to be attracted to her.
Also, Shantai, shout out to Antium Bishop 07 for the $2 super chat and thumbs up for the like and the bell. Thank you very much. Yes, hit the notification bells, you guys.
Just publicly announcing how he finds someone like me more attractive than Pearl. But don't worry, Pearl, I'm sure he's just doing one of his manipulative tactics where he's colder to his girlfriend than other girls that he's trying to get with. I guess that's also why he's promoting porn all over his shitter. Pearl the Parrot repeats his tweets, falsely claiming that it saves marriages, and she actually ends up getting community noted with sources proving otherwise. If it did save marriages and is actually a good thing, then tell me why her boyfriend tried to quit. Here he is claiming it's so easy to quit after 2 weeks, and yet he failed to quit himself. So now he has to broadcast to his audience that actually porn addiction isn't real, and that they
Yeah, that's a person that's trying to convince himself that he can't stop whacking himself to death. That's a person who can't stop touching himself to go to sleep because he can't touch his girlfriend because she's just too busted to look at, which is just a damn shame. Which is a real sad thing. The fact that he doesn't find his woman clappable enough to the point that he's like, you know what? I gotta just go for the Jergens bottle. I gotta go find me some Vaseline in a quiet place. Hell, the shower is my safe haven now, because sleeping with Pearl, I guess, just is too appalling for him to think of. I mean, I guess the sound of it just doesn't get him going. Or maybe he's got, issues like testicular.
Should totally be enslaved to it like he is. He says, "Why do you think that women hate that men watch porn so much? It's how they can tell their wife sucks in bed." Clearly, he is announcing that Pearl rocks his world, with him interacting with all these OF girls on X, saying how he'll take money from them and insinuate that he'll get sugar baby by them for everyone to see. He's in this space with his mouth watering about his ex's juicy booties, when Pearl has none.
Listen, man, have you cracked a girl with a fat ass lately?
I beg your pardon. Kind of pure and beautiful.
My God, like these people and their talking points, it kills me. By the way, I don't know how they get to this. Like, by the way, I gotta replay some music. I'm going back. I was doing something earlier. I'm gonna turn this up some. Yeah, we need a little back. We need to revive, because listening to Pearl, get cooked about like her boyfriend and shit is just too much to me. God, this is rough, you guys.
She leads by example, making so much effort in her minimal skincare routine, where he's colder to his girlfriend than other girls that he's trying to get with. I guess that's also why he's promoting porn all over his shitter. Pearl the Parrot repeats his tweets, falsely claiming that it saves marriages, and she actually ends up getting community noted with sources proving otherwise. If it did save marriages and is actually a good thing, then tell me why her boyfriend tried to quit. Here he is claiming it's so easy to quit after 2 weeks, and yet he failed to quit himself. So now he has to broadcast to his audience that actually porn addiction isn't real, and that they should totally be enslaved to it like he is. He says, "Why do you think that women hate that men watch porn so much? It's how they can tell their wife sucks in bed." Clearly, he is announcing that Pearl rocks his world, with him interacting with all these OF girls on X, saying how he'll take money from them and insinuate that he'll get sugar baby by them for everyone to see. He's in this space with his mouth watering about his ex's juicy booties, when Pearl has none.
Listen, man, have you cracked a girl with a fat ass lately? I'm sure you have. Whoever was speaking.
Pearl, do you think that
I wouldn't
Chappelle
call
has
it
a
like
big butt?
fat, not lately.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that it's never as nice in real life as it is in the pictures. Like, I go to the gym every day. I see women like this. These are like second tier, third tier women in the gym I go to.
Okay, that is top tier cope. It's not as good in real life as it is in the pictures. Oh my God, my brother, that is. Look, a part of that is true. Some of it is a little bit overblown, but let's not exaggerate this now. There are tiers to this now. Like, there's a reason people seek out elite bodies.
Pearl, do you have any more we could rate?
How about you guys tell me the greatest asses of all time? Like, if there's do you have any nominations for the greatest ass of all time?
I do, but they're women of my past, and I don't think you would be, you don't want to see them.
Same here.
She just sits there in the corner listening to this. You just know that he is pulling his peeper to all of the women that Pearl seethes about on a daily basis. Seems like a healthy relationship. I think this all plays into why Pearl promotes porn to her audience too. What up, guys? I'm Pick Me Pearl, and I'm not like those other girls. I just let my boyfriend walk all over me.
You telling me the head on this person right here isn't the head of a 47-year-old woman? Like, this woman looks like she's been through it, like sickness, and recovered.
For clout because I'm mid.
I've always been a certified mid.
She'll complain that women want to be hoes so bad. Even Christian women will defend being naked at all costs. You never see the trad e-girls without a pound of makeup, short skirts, dresses, and using God for money. Yet, they insult and gaslight you if you notice. Yeah, they do. Pearl even shows more skin than the girls that she criticizes to her male audience. It's different when she promotes what she considers porn, right? She's retweeting women wagging her finger at them for being, quote, slutty, but never mind her signal boosting said women and
Pearl hates the sight of this chick right here. Even though this is kind of a bad photo, like her eyes all effed up here, but I'm pretty sure she's cute. But like, Pearl hates this chick. Like, if she saw this girl get set on fire in front of her, nothing would make Pearl smile more than that.
And constantly making her male following look at them. She even runs a bunch of these polls where she's like, hey guys, look at her tits, are they fake? But no, she's just asking the important questions, okay?
Well, based on some of Pearl's photos, people can ask, does she have any tits at all?
The Red Pill Manosphere just love doing this thing where they use sexuality to profit, but it's only okay when they do it. Speaking of profiting off of women, it's got me thinking, why is Pearl's boyfriend with her? I think it's for him to be provided for so that he can secure his financial future with Pearl. He's made a ton of posts about receiving money from women. He says if she has a side dude that spoils her, then that's less money I gotta spend on her. Really showcasing his romantic side here. Why do I have to pay if I can get everything I need from a woman for free? He's literally bragging about how Pearl is getting nothing out of this. Nothing will save you more money than being attractive. And somehow Pearl was desperate enough to take—
Hold on, is this a troll alert? Mobs, whoever this is, Bret pulled up for Clav? Or was that in the title?
a man with neither, and how he just relishes in taking money off of women. And it's really interesting because Pearl has commented a lot about how women should just get over a man stepping out on them because he's providing for them, but apparently her boyfriend can just do that for free. I guess Pearl's ad about how if a guy married her, he would get daddy's land worked after all. It's one thing if a woman in a relationship makes more money than the guy. I would say that income disparities are pretty common nowadays, but that's not what this is, and I think Pearl and her boyfriend seem to have a different kind of arrangement, if you know what I mean. He's openly selling his product to men and trying to get clout using Pearl's image, and he's like, yeah, my girlfriend better buy me them video games while I tug my donger to them women she be hating on all day.
If you want women to do something, tell them that they can't do it, and they'll try to do it.
The hot women in the chat, please don't send me nudes. Thanks.
I hate when women buy me video games. I hate it.
It's this weird, humiliating sugar baby dynamic as opposed to a loving, respectful relationship. The good news is Pearl just might be able to treat her baby to some video games that he needs. And she can do it with the $500 that she charges her fans to have a call with her on her website. Or maybe $500 simply isn't enough for Nino Caudillo, so Mommy Pearl also sells a passive income course that resembles Andrew Tate's Hustlers University, because Pearl should be giving advice on how to make a passive income when her YouTube wasn't even breaking even, right? Now I want you guys to guess how much you think that she's charging, how much you think Pearl's time is worth for these courses. Pause the video and leave a comment below with your guess. You
take a guess. I forgot, honestly, but I don't want to guess because I'll probably be too close. I will give y'all a couple seconds before we move forward. How much do you think this course is? Shout out to Garuda Legends for the $5 super chat. Dude looked like he was being held hostage in that photo with her. And look, this is his choice. Pearl doesn't have the say in saying, hey, would you like to be in a relationship with me? No, I think he has the choice to be like, whatever version of that he talks to her in. So we got it ain't zero, I'll tell you that right now. But thank you again for the $5 super chat. 1,500, 1,000, 15.99. All right, I see what the price is right. 3,000, 2,500. Any more guesses? 3,000. Shout out to Human Being for the $5 super chat. I'm late. I'm going to fail the quiz. You might, but it's okay. It's all right. 3,000. Pearl can't even carry the conversation. She can't. Talking about people being held hostage in photos. 5,000. All right, let's see what it is.
Can get rich quick for the low price of $3,000. A steal.
Okay, so y'all who had it, it was $29.80, I think.
$3,000.
$29.80. Somebody, Short Joe was real close. 3,000 for TJ. TJ was right there. TJ might have cheated though. I Hill at 3,000. Might have to give you that dub right there. But if we go by Price is Right, you overshot it, and then we would actually have to go with Short Joe. So it depends on what rules we got. But in the future, I might actually have something to dish out for you guys.
A steal for scholars. Asking ChatGPT if you put your balls in the condom are the exact magic words I need to hear to immediately reach in my wallet and pay for this course across multiple credit cards. Thank God that Pearl's team clarifies that you can actually go into debt for the course. Pearl and her team genuinely think that
That is absolutely absurd. You can use your credit card to go into debt to listen to Pearl talk to you about relationships. Like I said, man, if you get to the point where your life is actually evolving to the point where you're waiting for these people's opinions on how to better them every day, I just don't think there's anything we can do for you. I really don't. And that's not me trying to be a doomer or a downer or a negative or pessimistic or anything like that. I genuinely don't believe there's any hope for you. Like when Stevie and I used to go on and say, well, you can't talk to these people. You can't talk to those people, even though he was one of those people. I really don't think there's anything you can do to help these folks.
audience are such successful geniuses that they would just pay for anything. Don't call it a scam just yet, because you're also promised lifetime access to all of Pearl's content, like her course on, quote, the art of making people feel comfortable. Yeah, that's what she's known for, being pleasant.
Would say is women challenging men's authority, and I would argue that you are the same as a blue-haired feminist. Anyways, I will unmute you, but I do want to show that you are also interrupting me. So,
yeah, Pearl, muting your guests is a very disrespectful thing to do.
Okay, and I'm going to do it again.
I don't know how much she's muting me, so if she's just going to keep muting me, I don't know there's a point of being able to have a discussion.
Problem is, here's the challenge. Actually,
can you hear me? Am I muted or not?
You get to go on these. You go on these shows, and you do over.
Can you hear me? I don't even know when you're muting me or not. I'm not going to be able to have a conversation with you. I don't think you're acting in good faith right now. I'm going to have to end the stream with you if you're going to continue to mute me.
Yeah, you can't stop me. Look. It's either submit to the rules of the show or don't.
I think we're going to have to close.
You know who Pearl looks like right now? Pam Bondi. Out there getting cooked, flayed in front of everybody, trying to laugh her way out of this hysteria, knowing that she's actually effing up everything. She's got to come out here and mute people because she knows she can't debate anybody in good faith without getting slayed. We saw what happened when she lined up against Anna Kasparian. That's right. Ugly. I mean, she was just, Triscuits after that.
Out then, because I think you need to let your audience decide who's over talking who.
All right, see ya.
Other women that are more attractive and skilled would be called delusional to think that their time is worth that much. But Pearl's time and repackaged YouTube slop are definitely worth $3,000 because she's really good at making people comfortable or something. Can her staff Photoshop her hair off of her dress displayed on her website so that I feel more comfortable? And maybe some professional makeup as well. Her website has this corny slogan that I absolutely love. Dive into the ultimate media hub where freedom of speech and expression isn't just a right, it's a vibe. Yeah, her copy striking her coworker was definitely a vibe.
It's not until we stopped working together and I done my video that she wanted to strike the video.
Just free speech things. Her website features 6 different segments of herself full of old filler content that she just repackages to sell back to her audience again. Apparently, Pearl's paywall website doesn't even work according to her fans. They're just pure and beautiful. She leads by example, making so much effort since they've been dating. And her fans, they're just haters. And if you need a testimony on Pearl charging $3,000 for her advice, her boyfriend has been making videos since they've been dating. And he has a whopping 2,000 subs on YouTube. I would say
fudging hell! What was that? What? I forgot about this, yo.
Whopping 2,000 subs on.
Yo, retire the jersey, bruh. You're done. I mean, Give it up, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? 2.66 thousand after 600 videos, and he's still trying to go on with this cringe ass content. Dude, if you're not trying to do anything that's like positive, throw in the towel, homie. Like, some other people I would support. His like cringe content, nah, bro. He needs to go ahead and throw it up. I mean, just give it up, dude.
$1,000 for her.
Like, Donovan Sharp is still out here trying to rebrand, but nah, this dude can go ahead and give it up. Please, just quit the game, dog. Just unplug it.
Or money sinking projects and taking in homeless guys, you know, buying them. He has a whopping 2,000 subs on YouTube. I would say Pearl is returning to her roots on her money sinking projects and taking in homeless guys, you know, buying them video games with the money she siphons from her simps. But apparently, according to
Dex, that is a good question, but the problem is you don't grift, sir. You don't grift. Thanks for the notice on those sound bites. I'll definitely get those turned down for the next live. That is good to know. But yeah, I'm sorry, Dex. You definitely deserve more subs than this guy because of the quality of content you'll put out. But you don't grift. You don't make this kind of cringe content. Anybody who goes down this rabbit hole, unless they're one of those like openly humongous trash pandas, the trash pandas haven't been like succeeding as they used to. That's why I made fun of the ones that I made fun of recently. Those people are trying real hard, getting nowhere. But if you are extreme, Dex, you can grow. But you also are gonna have to like really pump out that content like just daily. Just put out a lot of hate, and keep releasing it.
Pearl,
I don't promote that, but you know what I mean.
He's not black. He's Dominican.
Hey, papi, I know black. I ain't no black. I know black. Impossible. I know black. I ain't Dominican. Be looking just like me. Be having the same hair. I be touching it like, it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. They try to salsa that shit off. I'm like, no, you black. No. I know black. Dominica.
Here Pearl is salsaing away her boyfriend's African features as if she hasn't dated plenty of black guys in the past. I think that she's distancing herself from black men as a business decision to cater to her audience.
A girl, even if she got pregnant with an Albanian outside of marriage, it would be like, yeah, you're not, that's one of ours. Like, you don't kill that, and nobody's really going to encourage it. But if she got pregnant, let's say, with a Dominican's baby.
Laughing a little too hard there, Pearl. She's out here making multiple videos talking about her black fatigue. Meanwhile, her entire dating history is black guys.
I've dated mostly black guys.
And it's interesting that that's her type because in her London studio...
Man, I forgot this dude's name. What is this dusty ass dude's name? Do y'all remember this name? Oh, this guy right here. Everybody kept saying this dusty ass was smashing Pearl. Oh, I forgot. Oh my God. Anybody please drop it in the chat. Somebody's got to remember this guy's name. Was it Blessings or something like that? Blessings was blessing Pearl with his dusty ding-a-ling. Oh my God. Don't they look like a happy couple right here though? Don't they look like they belong together? Just put them two. Now King Richie's, I don't think he was in it like that. Like King Richie's was, I think King Richie's has like standards. King Richards, I mean. I think he has like, he ain't just gonna be smashing any white chick over here. Pearl just, I don't think she's gonna qualify. Even though he's a buster himself, like, still. The content he be putting out there is the same thing. See, he's another one. He's still out here putting out the same relationship content, toxic relationships, ratchet this, ratchet that. I don't know, man. King Richards is something else. No, this is Blessings. This is Blessings, isn't it? Okay.
Her type because in her London studio she hired all of these black guys to be around her all of the time on her daddy's dime. So I wonder what's going on there.
Have you ever discussed with your parents that certain attraction? Like,
yeah, they know. They don't care.
I think that the reason that Pearl goes for black guys is because
Dex, I swear to God, if you have that clip anywhere, I got smoke for you, bro. I need it. I need it.
She thinks that it's all that she can get. She has repeatedly broadcasted the sentiment that black men have a stereotype of liking unattractive white women. So I think she really took that belief in, and she feels...
Okay, black guys in the chat, please, we gotta talk. Is that true? I've seen it myself. But I'll share more of my opinion in a minute. Did what Brittany say is true. Just stereotype-wise. Not saying like this is a full reality, but Black men are always the ones to say don't lose much weight. Sorry, we have an obesity epidemic in America.
Stereotype of liking unattractive white women. So I think she...
So is it a thing? Black men liking unattractive white women? I've seen it. Now, I also am not going to just say that black dudes just always go after unattractive white women. I will say, for whatever reason, she said, are black men like stereotypically attracted to busted white women? Look, growing up in Tennessee, you see some weird stuff. Now, mostly here in Tennessee, I've just seen like extremely skinny black dudes with enormous white women. That's just like a common thing I've seen here. Other than that, I can't really say much else besides that. That's about the only one. Just really skinny black dudes that are usually smaller than their partner with like really big white women. Other than that, I can't really say anything. Okay, see, human being. Okay, human being knows what I'm talking about. I've seen that a lot. Blue Eagle. I say I don't know what it is about that, but I've seen that so much. I don't know what that is. And maybe the ones bragging they have a white girlfriend. Bro, for real. I mean, they be doing that sometimes. Like, man, I got me a white chick, right? And man, you go and find out and you're like, yeah. I mean, you give them a fist pound and be like, man, whatever makes you happy, bro. But I'm not here to judge. I'm here for your happiness.
Really took that belief in, and she feels like she has to provide for black guys who clearly love and respect her so much. You know, enough to publicly humiliate her because it's her only option. I do think that she likes white guys, but she just feels like it's out of her reach, so she goes for what she views as realistic.
I like both. I like black and white guys, yeah.
Okay. What was your experience dating between the two? Dating between white and black?
Well, I've only dated black guys.
She's out here publicizing about how she's losing all of this weight and reposting her totally not black boyfriend's posts saying how women need to get skinny in order to get white guys. Pearl's been a heavier woman all these years, so I think that contributes to her feeling that white guys are out of her reach.
I always knew from a young age I was kind of mid, not necessarily beautiful. And I don't mean this to insult me, but you know, I would look at women more attractive than me that would get more opportunities. I was also kind of fat.
But number 4 is if you always find that you are waiting for your friend to get done being rizzed on.
I think you're gorgeous.
Yeah.
You can see the pain in her face when he's talking about this. You know this definitely happened to her. So it begs the question, why doesn't Pearl just break up with her boyfriend? Well, it's not going to be pretty if she does, because Pearl is trapped by her audience. They're going to tell her she's going to die alone as thanks for her catering to them. Or perhaps they'll say, you'd be married if you wanted to be. So now she's stuck having to market her videos, humbling herself as a certified mid. Maybe if she actually believed in redemption, she would be able to leave this cult that she's a part of. Despite her Christian upbringing, she often speaks badly about the church and gives women zero grace, repeatedly condemning them even if they try to return to their faith and make their life right. Just Pick Me Things has made her comfy red bed, and now she has to lie in it until the next black guy comes along, because her boyfriend is already tweeting about how all women are replaceable. Pearl does have one other option actually. She can see if JF Guerapis Affair is still on the table to be a trad wife in Quebec. For those of you that aren't aware, his mentally disabled baby mama / girlfriend or whatever that he dropped off in the woods is still missing to this day, so he's looking to replace her quick. The world definitely pure and beautiful white guys, but she just feels like it's outwardly condemning.
I'm sorry, but that is just foul, dude. What? She's just still missing. There is a very special place for this terrible person. Like the old saying of off with their head, like that's what people like this truly deserve. The guillotine was invented for a reason, and it should have been for people like that.
Dropped off in the woods is still missing to this day, so he's looking to replace her quick. The world definitely needs another hypocrite siphoning money from their simps and stoking the flames of the gender war. This video was quite the project, so show it some love. If I made you comfortable, you can go ahead and support my content in the links below. Do you?
Yeah, Brittany's mixed. She's the mixed chick who did blackface. And it might not be good, but oh well. Yeah, she was the mixed chick who did blackface and got exposed for that controversy. Yeah, she is. She is that chick who did that. But she does have the most epic takedowns of Pearl of anybody that exists out here on the internet. So that's one reason why I was viewing her content, because when it comes to clowning Pearl, I hate to say it, but
You guys think that
nobody really does it better than Brittany Venti. Yeah. I mean, she's top tier when it comes to these takedowns. Like, this stuff is just diabolical on another level. But I don't know, guys. I got one more video if y'all wanted to view it. I really, it was just for fun. I really appreciate everybody who's been in here so far in the chat. It's up to 93 people in here right now. That's not bad. So she's Drake. I mean, you know, you can say something like that. She did do blackface, even though she's like part blackface, but it still didn't read right when she did it. Yeah, it just didn't. It didn't sit right. She got clowned for it appropriately. Wow, dang, what, that jumped up. We got 108 up in here. Again? Yeah, again!
Again!
Please.
Again!
Whatever it takes. Sorry, I promise I'll get the volume down. But, well, dang, I really appreciate everybody being up here. What's the difference between mixed and light skin? Well, light skin is full black. Mixed is mixed races. That's the difference. Light skinned people can still be full black, have two black parents. Like me, I'm not mixed. I have black parents. Like, technically I'm mixed if you look down the line of the family tree, but overall, like, my parents are both black. They're just, one's light skinned and the other one's a little bit more fair skinned, and then both, I mean, well, darker skin. I just happen to be more on the lighter side. So that's where we are on this one. Now, if any of y'all are random, like, just movie nerds or nuts or nostalgic at all for like the Mighty Ducks, I was going to go through this video because this one guy made a video talking about how the D2 was not like accurate at all. It doesn't make any sense, and I really did actually want to go through that video just for the hell of it, because just for fun, because I'm done with this live stream other than that. So I want to go ahead and just go through this video. So if you want to stick around, feel free, and we can have some more fun with this. And other than that, I'm about to cut off this music because it's not going to blend well with this video. But I did want to see this. Who has seen the Mighty Ducks, by the way? Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen this movie. If not, then I might have to just save this for another video. Both my parents are brown skinned. My dad almost denied them. Yeah. Word. Yeah, whoever wants to stick around, feel free to stick around. But we're going to go ahead and play it.
Mighty Ducks 3 begins with Gordon giving a speech at Eden Hall Academy, where the Mighty Ducks have all been given athletic scholarships to attend. Even Charlie got a full hockey scholarship because the universe that these characters live in is just remarkably silly.
I still haven't forgotten about those eggs.
The egg thing was your idea. Gordon tells Charlie that he won't be coaching them anymore because he got a permanent position with the Junior Goodwill Games, and Charlie handles the news with grace and poise. Yeah, nobody's gonna buy that.
Well, don't go. Charlie, I can't pass up this opportunity.
It wasn't this video. Wait, no, it was.
But you can't pass us up, right?
Yes, Gordon, continue to put your life on hold to coach the Ducks for the rest of your life. Like, the Ducks are a Pee-wee hockey team. How long are these kids gonna obsess over being Ducks? Now, I played for RC Cola in Pee-wees, and believe me, I was fine when I started playing for Bob Evans the following year. Let it go, dude.
I will always... Coach, please. Don't go.
Gordon should be careful here. That is definitely the look of someone who is mentally drowning him in a pond. We learned that a number of the Eden Hall students didn't make the hockey team.
Okay, so first of all, it's messed up to think that, like, I feel really bad because I didn't even realize that Josh Jackson was in Dawson's Creek. I had no idea. I knew James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek because I saw him in Varsity Blues. But then I also know Josh Jackson from the show Fringe and all sorts of different things and Mighty Ducks. It's just crazy to think that they're both in the same show. And I had no idea.
Team because they had to make room for the Ducks.
Don't go, Charlie.
Now I know the Eden Hall kids are supposed to be the villains, but I'd be pissed too, especially once I saw the new kids play. Jesus, Charlie, do you sleep in that jersey? And oh my God, Goldberg got into Eden Hall too?
It's been said that the present
Wait a second. Okay,
is to the past like a dwarf on the shoulders of a giant.
This is great and all, but when are we going to learn about ducks? Charlie gets asked to sign a petition to change the mascot from the Warriors to something less offensive, and Charlie is against it.
It is.
Charlie is against changing a team name. Charlie, the kid who wanted to change the name of Team USA to the USA Ducks.
We're Ducks. This stuff says Hendrix all over it.
Well, yeah, they're our sponsors, Charlie.
Like,
So
okay,
what, can't we be USA Ducks?
See? I didn't make that up. So
I'm confused because it's talking about, is this not the second movie? Okay, I was like, I'm trying to make sure I got the right video
hit the ice for their first practice, and seriously, why don't they have Eden Hall practice uniforms? Everyone else does. Oh my God, you guys, you know you have to try to validate your being here, right? But I will say that their commitment to never actually learning how to play hockey is pretty impressive. Oh my God, that went around his neck. That is so dangerous. We're then introduced to the villain of the movie, Coach Orion. All right, Orion, you son of a...
Hey, could you imagine if they put a black kid in that role? Like if they had Jesse Hall get to actually be the kid that was roped right there, that would not have sold well. Like, oh my God, how dare they put that rope around that black kid's neck at that time?
Bitch. What kind of horrible things are you gonna make these kids do?
Take real will if you want to play in my barn.
Oh, you dick.
You can learn to play two-way hockey. Offense and defense.
Son of a bitch.
I don't want any C players on my team. It's B's or better, or you're gonna be riding a pine pony.
Such a monster.
I don't believe this. I play left side, not right.
I don't know what that means.
Third line? Man, that's a major diss.
Is third line bad? I'm judging by your reaction that that's bad, and it just makes me hate that dirtbag Orion even more. And then this absolute monster moves Adam Banks to varsity and makes Julie the starting goalie and removes Charlie as captain, and yeah, those all actually seem like something that a good coach would do. Okay, Charlie, this is your wake-up call. You've been coasting along, but now it's time to buckle down, work hard, introduce Orion to your mom so you can get your spot as captain back. Charlie then goes to see Hans, who was running the shop again after Jan was gunned down in a botched home invasion. And they don't actually mention that, but I read it somewhere. Goldberg is on a mission to make Julie gain weight so that he can be the starter again, instead of, you know, Goldberg trying to just be better. At the first practice, things are not going well. Julie gets sick in the box, and Charlie and Orion clash because Charlie doesn't like to be told that he sucks. And Charlie, there's vomit in there. Charlie, he sat right in it.
If you learn nothing else when you're here, you learn this. It's not just about hockey. You cannot be afraid to lose. That's how you gain the confidence to attack the game when the puck isn't yours. That's how you attack life. Even when you
Oh, this movie was hella woke, Jay. First of all, they got black kids, and they got women in men's sports. Women in men's sports. Hey, they lost their mind. And she was supposed to be good? Huh. Complete propaganda.
You think you don't have any control.
Wow. What a dick. Charlie then proceeds to try to hit on Linda, and it goes like you would expect.
If I knew you, I wouldn't like you.
She is sharp.
I'm Charlie Conway. I'm a 14-year-old, almost 6 foot, non-smoking Leo. I like hockey, pizza, and music.
Oh my God, I thought Charlie was boring when all he talked about were ducks.
You've never heard of the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. They named a pro team after us.
We also learned that in this universe, there is also a pro hockey team named after the Ducks, which is crazy. In our universe, the Anaheim Ducks were named after a kids movie, and I can accept that way better than a team being named after a Pee-wee hockey team that has won a total of 5 games. We finally get to the Eden Hall Warriors' first game, and they actually managed to...
Look at this. DEI Warriors over here. They really should have just changed the name of the team to the DEIs. The DEI Ducks. Oh, dude, that would have actually had a nice little ring to it. Black kid, Hispanic kid, Asian kid, woman, or women. What is this team? This lets you know that this team was only built out of Disney.
Get up 9-0, but just like every other time.
Hey, there's way too much of meritocracy in this movie. There's way too much fairness. Opportunities, land of the home free and the brave.
Once the other team figures out their gimmicks, things start to fall apart rapidly. And Charlie gets an unsportsmanlike conduct call because, well, he's an asshole. And Goldberg's plan to make Julie play bad backfires when he's put in, and Goldberg forgets one major part of this whole thing. If Julie's not playing, he has to. Besides that one flaw, it really is a dynamite plan. And the game ends in an embarrassing 9-9 tie. A prank war between the JV and the varsity commences when the varsity team puts all of their clothes in the shower. Dick move, yes, but otherwise harmless. But our heroes then proceed to completely destroy all of the varsity team's shit.
First of all, how does Goldberg end up completely behind the goal? Like, that's a disaster in itself. Goldberg can't end up completely behind the goal. That's how they ended up with 9 freaking goals. You didn't think about benching him at some point in time?
That escalated quickly. So the next day, the varsity team invites them to dinner, and no one is the least bit suspicious.
Hey, you gotta show me that triple deke, man. That's cool.
Yeah, sure.
You know, in my experience, anytime anyone has said that they've thought something I did was cool, it always turned out to be a setup for a really mean and hurtful and unnecessary comment about how they thought it was actually uncool. During the dinner, the varsity team says they have a surprise and they all leave. Seriously, guys, is no one suspicious at all?
I don't want to spoil anything, but I overheard something in the bathroom.
Okay, here we go.
It's a cake. Act surprised, all right?
Oh, for f***'s sake. Even if it was a cake, who gets excited about cake? You just got done eating prime rib. And then the Ducks respond by promptly trying to murder them with fire ants, and the varsity is like, holy shit, these guys are psychotic. Let's settle this with hockey before they kill us all. So deciding that enough is enough, the varsity squad challenges the JV squad to a scrimmage and just get destroyed. And I'm pretty sure the Flying V has only worked one time against 12-year-olds.
The Pee-wees, your little duck tricks are not gonna work at this level.
The game gets broken up by Orion, and he tells them to either take off their Ducks jerseys or they're off the team.
You're breaking up the best thing any of us ever had.
Speak for yourself, Charlie.
A washed-up pro has to show off to a bunch of kids. Jeez, that's real grown-up.
Jesus Christ, Charlie, the man's trying to do his job. Oh, and now you're taking Fulton down with you? Real cool. So Charlie goes to Hans's house to talk shit about Orion, but gets pissed when Hans takes Orion's side and Charlie storms off. The following day, Fulton decides to go back to Eden Hall, and Charlie finds out that Hans died. Man, Charlie must feel absolutely terrible. And at the funeral, Gordon shows up doing his best Michael Scott impression. Not only is he late, but he weasels his way to the front and makes the priest stop the benediction so that he can say something.
Excuse me one second. Every time you touch...
It's like, how does this happen? Like, dude, you ain't been nowhere to be found in a God knows how many months. And then you show up at the funeral and, oh, let's go ahead and talk to Coach Gordon. He's got words to say. Man, he was absent probably for God knows how many months before this man passed away. I feel bad. I need to say some words. Yeah, I bet, you know what? I bet Hans wanted to hear a few words from you before he died. You could have came by.
The ice. Remember, it was Hans that taught us to fly.
It is so awkward. Gordon reveals to Charlie that Orion left the pro so that he could help his daughter recover after she was in a car accident. And, alright, so who are the villains now? Do we have any anymore?
I just thought he was some washed up bully who couldn't hack it.
No, you are literally the only one who thought that. Everyone would have been fine if you hadn't interfered. So Charlie realizes that he sucks and begs to be let back on the team just in time for the dean to tell them that the board is going to vote to remove their scholarships. So the villain is the alumni board. Alright. So the board is all set to vote to revoke the scholarships, but Gordon makes a fiery boardroom speech threatening to tie this up in courts for years, and we have only seen one regulation hockey game so far. So with their scholarships reinstated, they need to gear up for the exciting final game, which is a scrimmage against the varsity team. The stakes have literally never been higher for the Ducks. Mighty Ducks 3 is the Rocky 5 of the series. So they finally all come together, and now...
This movie was not good. I definitely was thinking I was reviewing the second one. It says, why does it Mighty Ducks 2 make any sense? The other video I watched was the one I wanted to watch, but this was still good to go through. But this movie was confusing because I'm still like, how are these guys still together? Most of these players really weren't that good, and that's what they explained in the last video. Half of them were very one-dimensional players.
They buckle down and get the job done.
So if we want to win, we're going to have to pick up the trash.
And oh no, coach. You spent the entire first half of this movie rightly bashing this style of coaching. How is hitting trash with a hockey stick gonna help anything? Are they doing well? I don't even know.
You guys are not skating like warriors.
You look like ducks.
What is happening right now? Is this some kind of face-off type situation where Gordon is now wearing Orion's face while Orion is trapped in some kind of magnet prison with Gordon's face? Or is it like a skeleton key get out type situation where Gordon's soul is overtaking Orion's body? Or is it some kind of mind meld like vice versa, change up, 17 again, 18 again, it's a boy-girl thing, hot chick, like father like son, dream a little dream, dating the enemy, prelude to a kiss, all of me, Shrek the Third, Switch, Freaky Friday, Freaky Friday, Freaky Friday, or Freaky Friday? Or is it just bad writing?
2, 3.
What? I swear we need a scene that shows Orion trapped in some other dimension with an army of giant ducks chasing him around.
Ducks.
They're not... They're not the Ducks. The alumni board got shut down about the scholarship thing, but I think they would be justified if they took action against a team not representing their school. Also, this was pointed out to me during the Mighty Ducks 2 breakdown. Everyone else has the last name of their jerseys, but Fulton has his first name, and that to me is just hilarious. So the varsity is just destroying the Ducks. They're doing such a good job beating the snot out of the Ducks that they neglect to actually try to score a goal, and it's 0-0 going into the third period. Oh, and Dean Portman just showed back up. So we finally have the Bash brothers back together, and 3 people are immediately killed.
That's clearly garbage.
I don't get the reference because I just showed up, but it sounds cool. So Portman is promptly sent to the penalty box, and this place goes nuts.
First of all, he can't just show up in the middle of the game. Like, that's how you know this shit is a movie. He just shows up out of nowhere in street clothes. Is he even on the eligible roster? I guarantee you he shouldn't just be able to enter the game like this. It's just so wild. I don't think you ever find out Fulton's first name.
Like a little too nuts.
Actually, no, I stand corrected. I think they do say it when he's first on the team.
I mean, these people do know this is not even a regulation game, right? The Ducks have too many men on the ice, so are forced to play with only 3, and Orion chooses Banks, okay, Charlie, whatever, and Goldberg, and somehow Goldberg scores the game-winning shot, and the Mighty Ducks have won what is essentially a practice, and Charlie sees the ghost of Gordon Bombay in the stands, and oh shit, Gordon's still alive. Never mind. And then they reveal the new mascot of the team, and we all knew it was coming, but it doesn't make it any better. They're the Eden Hall Mighty Ducks. The Mighty Ducks are like an unstoppable virus that infects everything it touches and creates clones of itself.
Doesn't make any sense, man. Everything had to be the Ducks for them to win. Like, dude, you can play as another freaking team. Charlie needed to grow the F up and realize Ducks can't always be the way. Ducks fly together. I get it, but homie. Oh my God, that stuff it's too great. It's too great. But yeah, he showed up at the end. That's the only thing Gordon did right. Gordon was a douche. Like, he was selfish. In the second movie, he left the team after he coached up to their Pee Wee championship to go play minor league hockey while they were out there on their conquest to somehow become great enough because they won a state title to go play in the Olympics. It's like, how does that work out? The entire team gets to transfer? That was the point of the last video. I'll probably review that another time. But, yeah. Wait, wasn't there a Mighty Ducks cartoon with Buff? I think there was, actually. I think there was. I don't think you're far-fetched on that. Yeah, I think you might actually be cooking. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm done here, you guys. I really appreciate everybody who's been here. I can't believe we still have 70 people up in here. Like, wow. Thanks to everybody who showed up. Thanks to everybody who super chatted. Thanks to everybody who stopped by. Still got some things to work out with some of these kinks. Get it figured out. I never got an actual soundboard. I just did some programming. So, learning things over here. But salute to y'all. Thank y'all for showing. Appreciate you again. And have a wonderful rest of the night, you guys. Peace.